Hey, what's going on, folks? Gamer Dude back once again. So today we are back with Batman Arkham Knight. Now, I know I've played through the Batman series before on the channel, but this time around it's free on the PlayStation Store. Now, I do have the physical copy, but I figured with the downloadable version it would come with some stuff that I didn't already have. So I downloaded it. I got a couple of skins, a couple of new backgrounds, and I got a couple of avatars and some special Scarecrow challenge things, which apart from the Scarecrow challenges I already had, because when I first got the game I got the pre-order pack, which came with all the background stuff and the avatars and whatnot. So now I've got two of those. I thought that this version was going to include all the DLCs, and it didn't, which was very disappointing. It does appear that PlayStation have really cheaped out on this version of the game, because this version of the game is the PlayStation Hits version, which is actually the cheapest version of the game on the store. So I mean, yeah, it's a big AAA title, it's a huge success given it's Batman, but they really did cheap out when it came to the version of the game. I suppose Rocksteady just didn't want it all on at once, because they are actually still making money from those DLCs, even though the DLCs are relatively cheap. But that's the thing with games these days, you know, it's all about money, money, money. But yeah, we're going to be back with Batman Arkham Knight. We're going to be playing through the new story plus. We're going to see how the series progresses, see how it does, and see what happens. Now, it is also my understanding, if you're watching in the future, that people aren't getting notifications for my content. I mean, a friend of mine was talking to me earlier today, and he told me that he got a notification for my Beyond Two Soul stream today, and I did that 3 days ago. So, if you are watching now or in the future, I recommend that you unsub and sub again, just to make sure that the notifications are going through, because I'm not sure what's happening, but people aren't getting notifications for my content. But anyway, yeah, let's start this up. And whilst we're waiting for it to load, I'm just going to drop the disclaimer alert. I don't own any rights to this game. I don't claim to own any rights to this game, especially since this song is going to get me a copyright, but yeah. And anyway, yeah, all rights go to Rocksteady and WB Interactive, except for this song. I think it's Johnny Cash. I think it's Johnny Cash, I don't know. Eric Green, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. Oh yeah, I've played through Batman before on the channel. I did the entire Arkham collection, so I've got Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, and I did Arkham Knight originally, but I'm doing it again because it's now free on the PlayStation Store, and I figured, you know what, why not, we'll give it another go. These nerds, what's up, dude? It's been a hot minute. Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. There's the secret opening you don't see in the first part of the game.
This is how it happened. This is how the Joker died.
Yeah, because in the first bit it says this is how it happened, this is how the Batman died, and now we get this is how the Joker died. But the new story plus, it's nothing special, it's nothing new to the original version of the story. It's just a lot harder because there's no counter indicators or whatnot.
Gotham braced itself for the inevitable power struggle, but it didn't come. Crime actually fell. Deep down, I knew war was coming. I was just waiting for someone to pull the trigger.
Oh, you had to jinx it, Gordon. Someone to pull the trigger. We know what's coming now. But I absolutely love the Batman Arkham series. And It is actually coming back again as a re-release of a re-release. They're doing an Arkham collection, which does include Arkham Origins. So that I'm quite happy about. I will be getting that, because it'd be nice to play a remastered version of Arkham Origins.
Thanks.
No problem. Oh, thanks, honey. So, what'll it be? Your usual?
Sure.
Okay, chicken salad with no dressing.
No, you know what? Make it waffles. With a side of bacon. Don't tell my wife.
Whatever you say, officer.
So if you guys are watching now or in the future, do let me know if you're having any issues with notifications to my content. Because, as I said, a friend of mine today told me that he got a notification for something I live streamed 3 days ago. And it's like, well, I haven't live streamed since that day, so, you know, something's wrong.
There's a guy smoking over there in the corner booth.
Wait here. I'll have a word.
Yep, it's not the 1950s anymore, even though this looks like a 1950s diner. But yeah, you're not allowed to smoke indoors anymore.
Besides, I wasn't afraid.
Batman. What's that newspaper say? I don't know. I can't see it properly. Oh well. This part's awesome though. It's time for the really trippy part.
Excuse me, sir. There's no smoking in here.
That is seriously messed up. Like, is that just how Scarecrow's face looks now, or was that part of his gas? Because I know Killer Croc bit his fucking face off. Kill as many as we can! Get off me! Off! No touchy! Oh crap, we're out of bullets.
This demonstration used just 5 ounces of my latest toxin.
Scarecrow, did you have to come back and try and become the new Prince of Crime?
Gotham, this is your only warning.
It's like things were going so nicely until you came along. It's like the Joker died, crime fell, and then suddenly, BAM, this happens. It's like, why? What did we ever do to you? To be fair, something Hugo Strange said in Arkham City does make a lot of sense. It was, your presence creates these animals. And he was totally right.
6.3 million people in Gotham City. Today, not so many.
You get off on that?
Left on the streets are the sort that enjoy the chaos.
Gotham's finest.
I still don't understand why Penguin has a monocle. It's like, he's bald, he's small, he's fat, and he wears a monocle. Like,
And worse.
oh my god, like, who in their right mind wears a monocle when they're small and fat? I mean, I wear a fedora. Fedoras are cool, but a monocle? No, that's just going too far. Even for me. And I'm old-fashioned.
It took just 24 hours for us to lose control of the city.
Well, then you're not very good cops, are you?
Tonight, Gotham's relying on one man to save us all.
Well, then you're a fool. Because I'm probably going to die several times in this one night. Although there is one perk to the New Game Plus. I get to keep all of my upgrades. Obviously, I didn't buy them all on my last playthrough, but yeah, what are you going to do? That's what this one's for. Now I've just got to figure out which one I need. Yeah, that'll do. Whee! See, I've played this game so many times, I know the controls off by heart. I don't even need to remember them.
Why else would he team up with Penguin?
But I absolutely love the Arkham games, and I'm glad that it's come free on the PlayStation Store. It's come free a little bit late, because, you know, I already had it, but still.
Glad you made it out okay. Sorry, I've got to go. Stay safe, Barbara.
It's too bad that it didn't come with the DLCs either.
How's the evacuation going?
Last bus crossed the city limits an hour ago. I'm just glad my little girl got out when she did. Now the real work begins.
Any lead on
The freeze
Scarecrow?
grenade, you just have to progress through the story and you'll unlock it.
Military vehicle speeding through Chinatown. It's the only lead we've had all night, but they gave us the slip. With the evacuation, I just don't have the manpower left in the city.
If you find it, tell your men not to engage. I'll deal with it.
Do you really think Scarecrow's crazy enough to detonate a chemical weapon in Gotham?
I won't let that happen, Jim. In case you need to reach me, it's going to be a long night.
All units, we've got a 1033 in Sector 2. Missing patrol car. Unit 247. Suspected officer down.
Hey, Batman.
And he's gone.
Every damn time.
How long's it been? 10 years and you're still not used to that?
Oracle, I need the location of Unit 247.
Already working on it. How's my dad doing?
He's holding up.
Somehow, he always does. Okay, I'm sending through the squad car's location. Be careful. It's not looking good out there.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'm Batman.
Stay safe again what the Bat did to him in the courthouse.
Oh, damn it. I was going to try and do an awesome takedown on that car, but it didn't work. Oh, I hear creepy opera music.
Alfred, I've discovered a mutilated body. I'm going to try and establish a cause of death.
This leads to one of my favorite side missions in the entire
Blood
game.
tests reveal the cause of death was an overdose of painkillers leading to cardiac arrest. Also, the victim's fingerprints have been burned off with acid.
A rather unsavory demise.
That's not all. It's as though the subject's DNA has been corrupted somehow. There's insufficient information for me to cross-reference the database. I'll have to use the deep tissue scanner to analyze the body for distinguishing features and determine the
How does he already have a cut on his face? I've not even done anything.
Remnants of a pacemaker fitted through the right ventricle. If I cross-reference the manufacturer with the pacing method, it will help to narrow the search.
It's a good job I remember all
Clear
this.
signs of bone deformation on the victim's knee. Joint line sclerosis points to juvenile arthritis, a rare and debilitating condition. Scar tissue on the upper arm. I recognize the pattern. 20 years ago, this was a badge of honor among inmates at Blackgate Penitentiary. A small group of racketeers known as the Bloodhaven Six. Alfred,
Bloodhaven.
I've ID'd the victim as Franklin Accardo.
His records are a litany of drug-related offenses, sir. In and out of prison from an early age. He was serving a 20-year sentence at Blackgate before being released early on grounds of ill health due to a heart condition. He moved to Little Rock, Arkansas, which is where he was reported missing.
What's unusual is that they didn't go missing in Gotham. They were brought here and killed. Why? We need to track down whoever did this.
Might I suggest keeping an ear out for any more of that ghastly opera music? It sounds ominously like a calling card.
Yeah, see, that's great. It's let me keep all my weapon, well, I say weapons, gadgets from the previous playthrough. So that's always fun. The one thing I'm not looking forward to, though, are the Riddler challenges again. See, you have to be really careful when you're playing the New Game Plus, because there are no counter indicators.
You're safe.
Thanks, Batman. I thought they were gonna kill me. The city's overrun. We don't stand a chance.
Stay here. I'll send someone to pick you up.
What are you
Like,
doing?
I stand a chance.
Evening the odds.
I love that as well. Even the odds. So as it turns out as well, this Batmobile wasn't designed by Bruce Wayne. It was designed by the Joker that's in his head. That's why it looks like a tank. That's why it is a tank.
I need to track that military vehicle.
A squad car has picked up the pursuit. I'm relaying its location now.
See, this was awesome as well because it was the first Batman game of the previous games that we actually got to use the Batmobile.
Sir, we're right here. We can take these bastards. What the? They just fired an RPG at us. Who the hell are these guys? 5-6, pull back now. That's an order.
Too late.
Batman, deal with this.
5-6 have taken a direct hit from an RPG. They're gone, sir.
Please, Batman, you've got to stop them.
Don't worry, Tim. He's mine.
Did you just shoot at me? Oh, you did not just shoot at me, brah.
That takes care of the vehicle. I need to interrogate the driver and find out what he knows.
Sup, nigga?
Where's Scarecrow?
Go to hell.
I'll ask again.
Where is he?
I got nothing to say to you, Batman.
Talk, or I'll crush every bone in your body.
Okay, okay. She's working out of a penthouse in Chinatown. I swear that's all I know.
If you're lying, I'll break the other one.
The other one.
See, this is very un-Batman-like behaviour, and that is because, well, it's made clear later in the game, but that is because the Joker is in his head.
the chemical analysis I've just uploaded.
Sure. Is this what I think it is?
Scarecrow's new toxin. An uncontaminated sample.
You're not kidding. I'll prepare a full chemical breakdown on the back computer. What are you going to do?
Scarecrow's got a safe house nearby. I'm going to pay him a visit.
Let's hope this is the break we've been waiting for.
See, the graphics on this game were absolutely beautiful for its time. I mean, considering it came out in 2015, it has aged phenomenally well.
This is the place. I should check the penthouse on the top floor.
How long do we keep her in there? Till we get the order to gas her.
Do your worst. The boredom is killing me.
See, no counter indicators, you just have to wing it.
Look who it is. I can't say I'm surprised. You should really I've seen trees with faster reflexes. Something tells me this one.
I took a few hits there, but not to be unexpected.
That made things a little more interesting.
Yo, Big Daddy Egg, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. Yeah, this is free on PlayStation Plus this month. I have played through the game before on my channel, but I figured, you know what? It's on PlayStation Plus, we get a few extra little features, so why not? We'll give it a go.
Listen up, fat freak. We're walking out of here, nice and slow.
If anything, PlayStation have really cheaped out with this version of the game, because it is the PlayStation Hits version, which is actually the cheapest version of the game, which comes with nothing extra really. It comes with no DLCs, no extra content. It just basically comes with the pre-order bonus packs that you would have got when you first got the game in the first place, brand new. So basically I already had everything. I think the only thing I didn't have was the Scarecrow Nightmare pack that came with it. But still, it's fun to be playing through again. I absolutely love the Batman Arkham games. They're actually getting a re-release again later next month.
Scarecrow lock you up?
No hello.
Tell me.
And what if I don't want to?
Then I burn every plant in Gotham.
It started with a meeting.
What meeting?
Everyone was there. Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, even poor Harley. Scarecrow said he had a plan. That together we could take you out, and Gotham would be ours.
Over my dead body.
Never say that to an insane criminal.
I told him that I wasn't interested in his pathetic human games. And when I came to, I was locked up in that room. It's such a shame that his vile toxin has no effect on me. Nature always wins. Will he ever learn?
Yeah, it's Batman. And he's standing there waiting for her. you gotta love Batman.
You're coming with me.
You only had to ask. What's wrong?
Ooh, tanks.
Go, go, go! We got the target, sir. He's cornered. Don't move.
Are you sure it's him?
Confirmed, it's Batman.
Sir, that tank they have backing them up is unmanned.
Good.
I thought this would be tough. Well, it's...
sickness.
60mm cannon operational.
You see, this was not designed by Batman.
Batman, I've spotted 6 more unmanned tanks moving to Chinatown. They'll be there any second.
I need to stay within range of the remote control.
Ow. A little rusty.
We need to leave.
The master of understatement as ever.
So if you guys are watching now or in the future, I have a special live stream planned on Saturday. It's the year's anniversary of Spider-Man, so I'm actually going to be doing a long play live stream of the Spider-Man DLCs, the City That Never Sleeps. So it's going to be a really good day. You know, we're going to be talking about the game. We're going to be chatting about the Sony Marvel split,
I'm heading there now.
etc., etc.
Come in, all units. This is Commissioner Gordon. We have numerous hostile tanks deployed across the city. Gotham is under attack. I want everyone off the streets and back to GCPD. We're not equipped to deal with what's out there. Thank God there's someone who is.
Still very much rusty. Need to get back into the swing of handling this thing.
Jim, tell your men they can resume their patrols. The tanks have been dealt with.
Thank God. Let's hope they were the last.
Don't count on it. I need the isolation chamber prepped at the GCPD lockup. I'm bringing in Ivy.
It's still hella fun to drive the Batmobile around though, even though it is just a giant tank.
He's given us the keys to the whole city. God, what's he doing? What's he doing? He's tailing us. Keep driving. Good to have you here, Batman. Bring her down to the lockup on the lower level.
There's not one thing about this game that I don't know. I've played it so many times. Josh the Meerkat, what's up? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it.
Any progress with the fear toxin analysis?
It's gonna take a little while longer. Drop by the clock tower when you're ready, and I'll show you what I've got so far.
So as I've said before, this might be the cheaper version of the Batman game because it's a PlayStation Hits version, but it's still a major AAA title, and that is what we want to see on PlayStation Plus. We want to see AAA titles. We don't want to be playing indie games or games that look like they should be played 20 years ago. We want to be playing big AAA titles that we all know and love today.
Scarecrow's gonna break you, Batman.
Honestly, why do you even bother with these meat sacks?
Civil unrest? There's a war on the streets.
Yeah, Josh, I've played through this before on my channel, but as I said, with it being free on PlayStation Plus, I figured, you know what? Why not? I'll give it a bit of a revival. And Arkham, the Arkham games are actually getting another re-release later this year. I think it's next month. Arkham City, Arkham Knight, Arkham Asylum, and Arkham Origins are coming together in one big collection. So it'd be really cool to play Arkham Origins remastered.
You feel safer now that I'm all locked up? You can't lock me in here like some human.
Nobody's coming to help. And the scum out there on the streets will do everything in their power to...
You say nobody's coming to help you? Well, I'm here. That's kind of rude.
I've got a solution. You just don't seem to want to hear it.
Scarecrow can't be doing this alone. It's too big. The whole of Gotham? Not even Joker could have pulled that off.
Well, yeah, he kind of could. Joker did pull it off.
Damn bureaucrats. We're on our own. We can handle it, Jim. What's the latest? We've got incidents cropping up all over the city. Cash, give us a rundown.
All right, let's see. First up, we've lost contact with the fire crew from Station 17. We've got their last known coordinates, but they're not going to survive out there on their own for long. Then there's this. It's a strange one. Body turned up. We didn't have long to look before the evacuation, but the forensics boys seemed freaked out. Real nasty. Also, we've had several sightings of the Riddler creeping around the train yard. Knowing that guy, he's got to be up to no good.
Look, I know you're busy, but anything you can do to help is going to save lives. Don't worry, Jim. I have someone working a lead on Scarecrow. I'll see what I can do. Good to hear. I've got a skeleton crew searching... Gotham South.
I'm going to investigate that crime scene. If there's a serial killer in town, I'll find them.
Good luck out there, Batman.
I don't need luck. I'm Batman.
Seen him up close before?
The docks. I want you to link up with Michaels and work your way back along the East River.
October 15th.
What are you doing here, Ryder?
Hey, how's my favorite masked vigilante? One of those nights, huh?
You shouldn't be in the city.
Bet you're wondering about the tape. I'll let you in on the action if you promise to keep me in the loop. What do you say?
It's not safe. You should have left with the evacuation.
And missed the biggest story of the year? Hell, the century. This is it. My chance to get back on top. Quid pro quo, Batman. What's the latest on Scarecrow? Any leads?
Stay out of trouble.
Hey, I try. Trouble always finds me.
Yeah, the fact that well, technically it's a re-release of a re-release because we had the Arkham City collection, well, the Arkham collection, which came with Arkham City and Arkham Asylum, but it didn't have Arkham Origins, which disappointed a lot of people because Arkham Origins, even though it wasn't a Rocksteady game, it was still part of the universe. It was still something that we all wanted to play on the next generation.
I guess Scarecrow gave you the slip. You broke my wrist for nothing.
And now I just banged your head. Yo, Blazem, what is good? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. So we're replaying through Arkham Knight because it is free on PlayStation Store this month. To anyone who hasn't played Arkham Knight or any of the Arkham games, I do recommend you download this because it is free. It is the cheap version. PlayStation really did cheap out on it because it's only the PlayStation Hits version. But it's still, as I've said, it's still a big AAA title, and this is what we want to see from PlayStation Plus.
Give me a few moments, and I'll bring the afterburner function online.
Thanks, Lucas. It was good of you to stay behind.
You want to thank me, Mr. Wayne? Just try not to hurtle off the road. I should have some more upgrades ready soon.
Remnants of Gotham. I have messages for you all.
This is actually quite fun, just driving around in the Batmobile. destroying the city, causing property damage that, you know, Batman seems to be able to get away with. It's like, oh yes, I just totally leveled a building. No worries, I'm Batman, I get away with it. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, Blazon. I don't like the fact that the Batmobile is a tank, but it's only a tank because the Joker is in Batman's head. Batman didn't design it, the Joker did.
I'm going to scan the body for unique identifiers. Deformity on the left ear. Looks like a result of minor ear agenesis. Birth defect. A wedding ring in the lower intestine. The inscription reads Ophelia.
That's pretty creepy. Why would you swallow a wedding ring?
The victim had a hip replacement. Scar tissue hasn't fully healed, so it must have been recent. Alfred, the victim's name is Anthony.
It's he was still infected with the Joker's blood, even though he was cured. He was only cured of the mutation that would have made him turn into that big Titan thing. He wasn't cured of the Jokerism.
Taken from outside the Gotham area.
A significant detail, sir.
So are these words written beside the bodies. Try and find a connection between the two victims I've found, Alfred. There has to be something linking them together.
I'll try my best, sir.
So, again, if you guys are interested, I am doing a special live stream on Saturday. With it being the first anniversary of the Spider-Man game, I am going to be live streaming a long play of the City That Never Sleeps DLCs. So if you guys are interested, do check that out. It's going to be a good day. We're also going to have our Just the Facts video, of course. But when we're live streaming Spider-Man, I just want to get conversations going about the future of the game, where it's going now Sony and Marvel have split, and etc, etc, things like that.
I'm heading to the clock tower to see what Oracle's found on Scarecrow's toxin.
Let's hope it's good news, sir.
Nothing would please me more than to see another Batman game in the Rocksteady universe, though. I mean, there was supposed to be another Batman game. It was supposed to be based on Damian Wayne, however that was abruptly cancelled. Then there was another one that was supposed to be the Court of Owls, but again, that was cancelled. So it's like, really? Make your mind up, you know? Are you doing this, or are you not doing this? You know, you really need to make your mind up.
Identity confirmed.
Yeah, you mean those Batmobile race missions on the Riddler challenges? I really didn't like those. You can only use certain Batmobiles in the story as like a skin, but you don't get to use any of the weapons. Oh no! There's some dialogue later in the game that actually Joker says to Batman, "Why do you think your new vehicle looks more like a tank?" Blah blah blah. I think he was like inputting something in his mind for it.
But there's nothing in there that we can trace.
What if we'd been looking at this the wrong way? Instead of searching for the toxin, what if we focus on the manufacturing process?
Why didn't I see this? The reaction emits a unique radiation spike.
Run a scan of the city for this energy signature. It will show where Scarecrow is creating his
But
sphere
I
toxin.
really do think a game based around the Killing Joke would be amazing. Because it would appear that after Arkham City, there was that 9-month time skip. But what happened before Arkham City? Because Batgirl was still around in Arkham Asylum. So in the time of Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, Killing Joke happened. Because, you know, Barbara's paralysed. But what did happen? You know, we want to see what actually happened. You know, it's really not creepy at all that she's keeping a homage to a life that she can no longer live. Batgirl saves Commissioner. Batgirl foils museum heist. Who is Batgirl? I mean, come on, Batman's got all this tech. I mean, couldn't he kind of, I don't know, create some kind of robotic legs or something for Oracle just so she can walk? I mean, she'll never be Batgirl again, obviously, but, you know, some kind of robotic legs so she can at least walk would be a thing.
Jim, we've got a way to find out where Crane's working from.
Thank God. What can I do?
Get your men ready. Soon as we've got a location, I'll let you know.
All right.
But again, I will say, this game has aged phenomenally well. Considering it came out back in 2015, it is still fantastic to this day. Yeah, exactly. I mean, using any Batmobile in the game would be amazing. I mean, you can use them, but you can only drive them. They've got no weapons or anything. And a lot of the missions in this game do require the use of the newer Batmobile, so it is a bit of a letdown. Just tears that off like it's nothing.
The generator's damaged. I need to bypass it and power the antenna directly.
Hello again, Mr. Wayne. How can I help you this time?
Is the power winch ready for deployment?
It's 100% functional. Though no guarantees if you're intending to pull that car of yours up the side of a building.
You read my mind.
It's in the job description, Mr. Wayne. Batwing's on its way.
Has anyone ever noticed that that's Lee's voice from The Walking Dead? Oh yeah, I agree completely, Blazing. Like, there are certain aspects from this game that were taken from the Killing Joke, but without the Joker, it just isn't Batman anymore. And I really think that's why Rocksteady wanted to end the franchise here, because without the Joker, I don't really think Batman sees the need to exist, because, you know, all the other criminals are just nothing compared to the Joker. But I would have loved to see something in between. You know, because as I said, in Arkham Asylum, Batgirl, Robin was still around. You know, Robin was still Dick Grayson before he became Nightwing. And then we get Arkham City, and Batgirl's paralysed. Robin's now Tim Drake, so what happened in that time skip? And then between Arkham City and Arkham Knight, there was a 9-month time skip, so what happened in between there? There's a lot of unexplored aspects that need to be explored. And the DLCs to this game only expanded upon this particular story. It had nothing to do with anything prior. Whoops. Yeah, that's what I was saying about Barbara. Like, she is paralyzed, fair enough, Joker paralyzed her. But Batman is a genius, you know, he's the Tony Stark of the DC universe, let's be honest. And you know, he could easily create something to help Barbara walk again. I mean, of course she would never be Batgirl again.
The point is secured to the wall. I can't move it using the Batmobile, but maybe it can hold the car's weight.
You know, again, obviously she would never be Batgirl again, but she could at least walk. Yo, Real Red Hood, what's up, dude? It's been a hot minute. Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. So we're replaying through Batman Arkham Knight because it is free on the PlayStation Store at the moment. I have played through it before on my channel. Did it, I think, about 8-9 months ago now. But that's the thing about games like this, they always deserve to be revisited.
I'm connecting now. I was just talking to Robin. I think you should too.
Bruce, you need me out there. We can find Scarecrow faster together.
What you're working on is more important, Tim.
Can wait one night. Let me help.
I've got this under control.
Okay. Listen, try checking in once in a while. We're partners, remember?
He just wants to help, you know.
Is the antenna ready?
Yeah, but we're going to need a microwave tower to triangulate Scarecrow's location. There's one at
Damn, I wonder what the data roaming charges are like on this thing.
Thanks, Oracle.
It's like a big plasma screen thing that pops up out of his arm. That can't be good for his roaming charges.
Scarecrow's men are guarding the antenna. I need to evaluate the threat and plan my attack.
That happens, this whole operation falls apart. What do we need him for? For the hostage? Contingency plan, in case the bat shows up. Yeah, like that.
5 soldiers, all armed. If I alert them, they'll kill the hostage. I need to reach a vantage point to draw them outside.
Do you say that to his face? You kidding me? I can't even look at the guy.
If I can separate them, they'll be easier to take down.
Hey, you hear that? Someone's out there. You two, go take a look. The door stays locked. I'm taking no chances.
It's still the logic of these universes. Like, they know Batman's been around for years. It's the same with Spider-Man. They know Spider-Man's been around for years. They know they use high points to their advantage. So why wouldn't you look up? It's like, just look up.
Can't wait to get out there and have some fun. No one's stopping us.
Oh yeah. I hear Dave Bautista's actually making an appearance in Gears of War 5.
Lucius, I've got a hostage situation. 3 gunmen. I need to take them all out before they can react. Is it ready?
Flexible plates over an MR fluid armor layer. You'll move faster, hit harder, and look scarier while doing so.
Send it, Lucius. Now.
Already airborne, Mr. Wayne.
Let's get one last look at this suit. I mean, this was the crazy part about this game, you know, you think that you're going to be in this suit for the remainder of the game, because in the other 2 games, well, other 3 games, you had the same suit throughout, you didn't change the suit. And as soon as this game starts, you're presented with this suit, and then you get a new suit, it's like, oh, this is awesome, this is really Batman. This suit does take one hell of a pounding, though. But again, this doesn't look like your atypical Batman suit. This looks like battle armor. Again, I'm thinking the Joker had something to do with the influence of its design. Yeah, I heard about that. The Joker being in Mortal Kombat.
Well, Mr. Wayne, let me walk you through it. The outer and inner layers of the bodysuit are made of a titanium-dipped tri-weave. Wayne Technilar fluid.
Yeah, we don't need to hear that.
The suit's compatible with the Batman. Speaking of which, the nuke.
Yep, thank you. That's enough, Lucius.
How's it feel, Mr. Wayne? I've activated the AR training program should you want to run diagnostics, or just break it in.
Nah.
3 gunmen, 1 hostage. Time to put this suit to the test. The new suit is faster and more mobile. By getting close without being detected, I can get the jump on them, and in the panic, take down all 3 before they know what's hit them.
Slick.
Help me! Man, they said you were quick, but I never saw anyone take down 3 armed guys like that. Unbelievable.
You're safe now.
No, it's some ninja stuff.
Pick you up.
Thank you. Tell me you're gonna find Scarecrow. That son of a bitch needs to be stopped.
The ears are definitely pointier on this suit. Reminds me of what Joker said in the Batman Beyond movie. I missed the cape, and the ears are too big.
Not yet. I need to access the console.
I'm still debating on getting Borderlands 3. I mean, I've just been playing through the pre-sequel on Borderlands 2, and I'm thinking maybe, because I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. Many of my veteran subscribers know I'm not a fan of first-person shooters. But I'm enjoying Borderlands 2, so I may get it just for something new.
Time to find Scarecrow. I need to use both antennas to identify the micro and radio wave frequencies across Gotham. If I can find both frequencies at the same location, I'll know where Scarecrow is manufacturing his toxin.
Actually, that's a pretty good point, Eric. You know, like, Joker could have been influencing this design in such a way that he knew it's what would be needed to fight off the threat, or just for the sake of, you know, being the sadistic bastard that he actually is.
That's where Scarecrow's producing the toxin.
Or he designed it to keep Batman alive because, you know, he's in his head.
I've traced the fear toxidase chemical. That is where we'll find Scarecrow.
Impossible. I've had a team there ever since the evacuation started, just like you asked.
Crane must have bought them off. Or worse.
Ace Chemicals, back where it all started for the Joker. It would make sense that this is where the Joker would reappear to Batman. And I mean, you could say it's a figment of his imagination, but it's actually not. The infection that Joker gave to Batman was a piece of himself. It's kind of like what he did to Tim Drake in the Batman Beyond movie. He like implanted a microchip into his brain, and you know, he turned into the Joker. That's kind of what it is for this, except it's the Joker's blood that's doing it this time.
This is more like it. Gotham went to sleep after Joker died.
But you gotta love the open world aspect to this Batman game. It's brilliant.
Any word from inside?
Nothing. We think there's a skeleton crew left in there, but they're not responding and the facility's locked down.
If they're still alive, I'll find them. They should be able to tell us what Scarecrow's up to.
What the hell?
So what do you guys think? Who do you think was the best Batman villain? You know, Two-Face, Penguin, Joker, even this one, the Arkham Knight. What do you guys think?
Time to die. In death, he has nothing left to fear. Keep him away from Ace Chemicals. Your vengeance will come.
Yeah, but you see, Jason Todd didn't need to come back for vengeance. Jason Todd died at the hands of the Joker. Batman did everything he possibly could to try and save him. I know he was brought back by the Lazarus Pit and it made him kind of insane, but, you know, even when you come back from that, you must be like, well, he tried to save me. There's no need for revenge.
Stay here, and I'll go find out.
Yeah, Red Hood is brilliant. I would have preferred Red Hood to Arkham Knight, to be quite honest.
Oracle, whoever this guy is, he's assembled an army. I need a name.
Alright, we've got something here from a Black Ops team operating in Venezuela. They discovered a hidden training facility housing soldiers bearing the same insignia. There's nothing but speculation on their commander, though. The only thing sources agree on is his name. The Arkham Knight.
The Arkham Knight. Hack into their comms. I need to know what they're planning.
Anything else?
There's a crew of Ace Chemicals workers left on site. They'll be able to help us track down Scarecrow and locate his bomb. I need to find them.
Each worker will be carrying a unique ID chip.
If I can access their personnel records, I'll be able to track them.
There's a security terminal in a booth near your location. Try there.
Eric, the maps from the other Batman games are indeed connected. Arkham Asylum, of course, Arkham Asylum, an offshore island from Gotham. Arkham City was old Gotham. The Gotham that was first there when Bruce was a kid. This that we're in now is the new Gotham, which is why Arkham City is kind of closed off. And as I said, this Gotham is the new Gotham, the modern, up-to-date 2015 version of Gotham, or whatever year this version of Batman happens to be set in.
There are 5 soldiers, each one armed and dangerous. Before I can access that terminal, I'll need to take them down.
Listen up! Scarecrow tells me the reaction is nearly complete. Final evacuation of this facility will begin T-minus 30 minutes.
So it started. Sure looks like it. This is the part I love. Taking people by surprise. Jump over the horizon, blowing the crap out of the target.
Oh really? You can play as Red Hood if you get the DLC? I did not know that.
Damn rations. Still don't feel too hard. That sucks. Yeah, biggest operation ever, and I'm stuck in the rain outside a damn chemical plant.
I think they abandoned the Azrael storyline because there's 2 different ways it can go in this game. You can attack Batman and get thrown in prison, or you can just walk away. So I think because of that choice, they abandoned the Azrael storyline. I mean, it was supposed to come back in the Court of Owls game or in the Damian Wayne game, but of course those 2 games were both cancelled.
Hurry up with phase 2 already. I signed up to kill people.
It's safe to access the terminal.
I guess I didn't have the ability to do a double takedown there.
Let's see if Oracle was right. Data connection active. Data decrypting. Someone needs to upgrade their security protocols.
I mean, it's a sound idea, is that, with Azrael, because in this one, Batman was looking for a successor, and Azrael wanted to be that successor, but he also had an ulterior motive.
I've got the ID codes. If I reach a high vantage point, I can use the bat scanner to locate the workers.
Okay.
But because of that deception, because he deceived Batman into thinking that he really did want to be his successor, Batman probably wouldn't choose him as his successor for that particular reason. Because I think at the beginning of this game, Batman knew straight away that this would be his last night.
Release the bat scanner and search for the workers.
I've managed to intercept some radio traffic between Scarecrow and this Arkham Knight. Relaying it to you now.
I had him in my sights. I could have ended it right there.
We have not broken him yet. It will come.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Why do you hate him so much?
You could never understand.
Your revenge is at hand. This is his last night.
I'll make sure of it.
Any idea who the Arkham Knight is? Sounds like the two of you might have some history.
I've made a lot of enemies. It worked. There are 5 ID markers showing up within the facility.
Let's hope they're still alive.
So we've got 4 people watching now. Thanks for stopping in, guys. I do appreciate it. So as I've said, I have played through Batman before on the channel, but because it's free on the PlayStation Store, I figured, you know what? Why not? We'll give it a go. It's always worth reviving a decent game. Also, if you are watching now or in the future, stay tuned for Saturday, because I have a special live stream planned, as well as our Just the Facts video. I will be streaming for the year's anniversary of Spider-Man. I will be streaming the DLCs. Ow. Yeah, they weren't supposed to see me. Oh, we need the Batmobile for that one. I'm a little rusty with the fighting techniques, but I can still manage it. Oh, I love these moves. Ow. Yeah, you really do have to be careful. Because I'm playing it on the New Game Plus, there are no counter indicators at all.
Oracle, they've killed one of the workers.
Damn it. We've got to stop them. Listen, I've managed to hack into the militia comms network. You'll be able to listen in on any channel-wide broadcast from now on.
Thanks, Oracle. I found a way to get the Batmobile into the compound. They'll pay for this. All of them. Gates open. Time to bring in the car.
Oops.
Get ready. You got $1 billion tank headed straight for you. We've deployed a diamond back to the main courtyard, sir. We'll crush it.
Gotta love their optimism. Your 60
Oops.
cannon will penetrate these heavily armored units, but it'll take a few direct hits to destroy them.
Yeah, just trying to get the feel of it. Eat EMP. Oh, that feels so good.
Sir, he punched through the armor, just like you said. He's searching for hostages. Keep non-essential radio chatter to a minimum. He'll be listening. You are listening, aren't you, Batman? Then listen to this. To all embedded units in Gotham, Operation Savior has begun. Each one of you has a role. Each of you knows your role. So move out of this damn city and lock it down. I want our hands wrapped tight around Gotham's throat within the hour.
Don't mind me, I'm just in a big gazillion-dollar tank.
Thank God you're here.
Go, go, go! Spread out!
See, I think Batman had already figured out who this guy was.
Keep your guns trained on him. If even looks like he's planning to leave that room, open fire. Oh, and avoid the bat symbol. It's a little trick. It's where his armor's the strongest. Aim for the weak spots, the shoulders first, then coordinate fire at the points where the plates meet.
Please.
You say something?
Leave him out of this.
Always defending the weak and the helpless. That's what I like about you. Predictable. And that's why we're gonna win. We know your move before you do. We know how you think!
Do you know what I'm thinking right now?
Of course. You're thinking, who the hell is this guy?
No. I'm just trying to decide which one of you I'm going to take out first.
Hey, just so we're both on the same page here, I fully intend to kill you. But first, we're gonna make you suffer.
Why does that sound like Troy Baker?
We have the target. Just say the word and I'll end this now. Gotham.
No!
Slick. I love overconfident villains. They're like, oh yes, I'm going to take you down, insert name here. And then, yeah, it's like their plans just go tits up and they get taken down.
They brought in trucks, weapons, soldiers, shipments of hazardous materials. They knew exactly what they were doing.
He's producing his toxin on a massive scale.
It's bad. Real bad. We're talking about a gas cloud that could cover the entire eastern seaboard.
Where do I find Scarecrow?
I got no idea. All I know is he's moving ahead with his plan. And he's got a whole freaking army backing him up. We're screwed, Batman.
I'll stop him. But first I'm getting you out of here. Wait by the Batmobile.
Wait by the Batmobile? Why not wait inside the Batmobile?
Not yet. It's worse than I thought.
How much worse can it be?
He's building a bomb big enough to cover the entire East Coast in fear toxin. Take your men and get out of here. Head to GCPD and lock it down. Keep everyone inside.
I'll get my men off the streets, but I'm going nowhere. You bring anyone you find to me.
Jim, it's too dangerous.
You'll stop him. I know you will.
Gotham is overrun.
Kind of feel like Spider-Man right now.
There'll be no city to save.
And I am really looking forward to the live stream of Spider-Man that I'm going to be doing this Saturday. So stay tuned for that if you guys are interested. Ow.
Go on, man. Hit it. No. Get ready for a power-up. Try and run me down.
Ow. Ow. Well, I really am kind of rusty at this. Come on, follow me. Follow me. That's a good little goon.
That gas is toxic. I need to shut it down.
Freeze pellet? Damn. It's, okay, obviously that's not the one that's the only gadget it hasn't given me back. Yeah, I'm thinking we need to take down those tanks first.
Hold tight. I'll get you to Commissioner Gordon.
Great work. I knew you wouldn't let us down.
We're not done yet, Jim. I'm going back for the others.
Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, that was a weird jump. Who needs doors? Okay, I'm pretty sure there's a way to control that, but oh yeah, I think it's just, I think it's over there, surrounded by a bunch of goons.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
There's something satisfying about playing the game without the counter indicators, because it really means you've got to put your skills to the test. Oh wait, what? Ninjas now? Oh, okay. That was easy. See? That's one way to use the crane. Oops, steady on, steady on. No, no, no. We want to go that way. That way. Meh, that'll do.
I need to get the car into this area before I can use it.
The car's right there. Oh, I thought you had to smash through that wall. Maybe I need the boost to smash through it. Or not. Okay. I think I made a boo-boo. Might have jumped the gun prematurely on where I needed to go. Oop, oop. Whoopsie daisy. Wow, this thing is clumsy. That'll work. The guns are the weakest parts of the tanks. You gotta love that. He's been busy. Like he sounds surprised about that. Come on. Yeah, I know there's a guy under the floor. Gotta remember how to get to them now. Because I'm a classy dude. Oh, we're gonna winch it. No, we didn't want to go that way.
That's 2 dead workers now. I should have stopped this.
Batman, look. I've been talking with Robin. I really think you should consider letting him help you. You're up against an entire army.
She's right. We're a team. This city needs both of us.
I can handle it, Robin. I've told you what you have to do. Now
I work alone.
This can wait.
No, it can't. You know what's at stake. I need you to stay focused, or things will get worse. Much worse.
What I don't get is why some of the conversations are in black and white, and some of the conversations are in colour.
He only wants to help.
Don't let your feelings for him cloud your judgment.
You think I want him out there in harm's way? I'd rather he stay out of it. But he could help you.
If Robin can't save those people, the fallout will be every bit as dangerous as Scarecrow's bomb.
Just turns his head, no fucks given.
That's 3 dead now. These animals are going to pay.
We'll stop them. We always do, right?
Ground forces, Founders Island is under our control. Watchtowers and checkpoints are fully operational. I want attack units on Neogani now. Get me a drone patrolling every damn back alley.
This is as high as the elevator will go.
That's one way to use an elevator.
Hey, you, on your feet. This way, move. No, please. I said move. Get up. Take your hands off me. Or what? You need me to teach you some manners? You brought this on yourself. Now, take it like a man.
Take it like a man. I think that needs rephrasing. Take out the sword guys first.
It's okay. You're safe.
You're too late. We're both already dead. You know about the bomb he's building, right?
Where is he?
I heard him saying he was in the central mixing chamber. You know what that means.
He's getting ready to release his toxin.
I've seen what that stuff does to people. If that gas gets out there, it's gonna be chaos.
I won't let that happen. I'm getting you out of here. Get to the elevator. Jim, I've rescued the second worker. I'm coming to you.
What about Scarecrow?
He's in the central mixing chamber. As soon as the technicians are safe, I'm going after him.
Is it as bad as it sounds?
Worse, Jim. But I'll stop him. You have my word.
Never give anyone your word. You can never trust a dude's word. It's like Batman's already betrayed Gordon because Barbara's still in town. Oh man, that's just typical.
God, get down here.
How are you doing that? Who cares? I'm just happy to be getting out of here.
Big helicopter. Big guns.
Alfred.
I saw, Sam. Initial scans indicate that the craft is unmanned and being controlled remotely.
Weapons lock deactivated.
Come on then, hero! Let's see if you can keep up with me!
Not a fan of this thing. That's it, destroy your own stuff. Missiles? Really? Cheating bastard. Quite fair.
You still not lost your touch? Good. It's gonna make this so much more interesting. Nice shooting! I wish I could be in there, but then, you know, you just pulled back. Come on! Give me a real fight!
I just did.
You haven't won. Tonight, you pay for everything!
Pay for what? What did I do?
Carrying the bomb in a central mixing chamber. I need a way in, and I need it now.
I'm working on it, but I'm gonna need a couple minutes.
Find it, Barbara.
Patience is a virtue.
Not right now, it isn't.
Guess not.
These two were lucky. Scarecrow's forces have murdered the other workers.
Bastards.
Take them back to GCPD, but be careful, Jim. There's militia all over Gotham.
What are you going to do?
Oracle, I need that route to Scarecrow. We're running out of time.
You're not gonna like this.
There's the save
only one
icon.
entrance, and it's been sealed from the inside.
What about the service tunnel?
Yo, Bus, what's up, dude? Thanks for stopping in, appreciate it. We're actually just about to end this live stream. But stay tuned for Saturday because we've got a special live stream in store. We're going to be live streaming in honor of the year's anniversary of Spider-Man. We're going to be live streaming the City That Never Sleeps DLCs, all three of them in a long play. So it's going to be really cool. We're going to be chatting about the game, just about the Sony Marvel split, what everybody thinks about the future of the game and where it's going, etc, etc. But yeah, anyway guys, I'm going to call it there because it is well past midnight where I am and I need some beauty sleep. So thank you to everybody that's been active in the chat. I do appreciate it. Real Red Hood, thanks for stopping in. It's been a while, dude. Blazing 710420, D's Nuts, Eric Green, Josh the Meerkat, and of course at the last minute we've got Bus. Yeah, I'll probably still continue streaming Arkham Knight. I've done it before on the channel, but at the minute now it is currently free on the PlayStation Store. So I figure everybody's going to be playing it, everybody's going to be looking out for people playing it and whatnot, seeing if it's actually worth getting if they didn't have it already. And I can say it's definitely one of the more interesting Batman games. It wasn't the best because of the whole tank thing, but it was still a fantastic game with a massive open world, which is what we love. And even though PlayStation cheaped out a little bit with the version of the game, because it's actually a PlayStation Hits version as opposed to any of the others, so Special Edition, Collector's Edition, etc., it's still a AAA title, and that is what we want to see from PlayStation Plus. We want to see these AAA titles. We don't want to see crappy indie games that look like they should be played 20 years ago instead of today. We don't want to see crappy PS Vita games, if they're even still doing those, or anything like that. We want games that we all love and enjoy. Like a couple of months ago when we got Detroit Become Human, I downloaded it again because it was the deluxe edition and I didn't have the deluxe edition. I had the physical copy, just not the deluxe edition, so I re-downloaded it. And this version of Batman, if you didn't have it already, it's still good to have, but it doesn't really come with any additional extras. I mean, you get a couple of backgrounds, you get some avatars, and you get a DLC, which I didn't have before. But it doesn't come with any of the physical DLCs, because Rocksteady said no. Rocksteady didn't want the full game because, you know, they're still making money off of those DLCs, which it's a bit of a bummer, but you've got to understand it. You know, game companies, it's all microtransaction based. You know, they've got to earn the money somehow to keep putting out these titles that we love so much. But yeah, that's it for this video then. So shout out to all subscribers, old and new. We're now at 955, getting ever so close to that goal of 1k. Let's see if we can get there by the end of the year. That is my hugest and biggest goal, to get by the end of the year. If we can get there by the end of the year, I have another special live stream planned. Just if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button and drop me a like. It would be so appreciated. I always sub back to new subscribers as well. So yeah, that's about it then. So stay tuned tomorrow, because we'll be doing Days Gone again. We'll have another challenge up on Days Gone. Saturday, as I said, we'll have Just the Facts and the Spider-Man year anniversary stream. That's going to be really fun, so do check that out. And on Sunday, if I'm awake, I can't promise I'll be awake because I've been falling asleep for the last 3 weeks on Sunday. We'll just have some kind of zombie game to replace the Walking Dead series. But yeah, until the next one, guys, this has been Gamer Dude. Happy gaming, and I'll catch you all in the next one.